Hello everyone and welcome to this brand new video. Now this video is going to be all about why shifting beliefs is the most important thing when building your coaching business and personal brand, and how to build your invisible list of qualified buyers. Now, if you don't know me, my name's Jay. I help coaches and consultants grow their personal brands to attract more high-ticket clients. And in this video, we're going to go over what many big gurus are basically hiding behind closed doors and have kind of this unspoken rule about how they're growing their personal brands. So I've got my trusty pen with me today, and we're just going to go through things together. So when building your personal brand and coaching business to 10 to 20K a month, you have to understand one crucial thing. And this is what the biggest gurus in the space pretty much hide from you. And it's people like Alex Hormozi, Iman Gadzhi, Dan Koe, all of these guys. They have the concept of the invisible list. Now, they might call it something else. This is kind of a term that I coined, but they basically have a list of buyers that are sitting in their audience, patiently waiting for their time to come around where they say, I'm in, and they buy their products. Now, of course, you've heard of people, building goodwill, building reciprocity with their audience, and giving them enough value until they buy. Of course, you've heard of that, but you don't actually know the intricacies of how this works. Otherwise, you'll be making 10, 20, 30, 40K a month, okay? So let's get into things. So the reason most people get stuck is because of this concept. They quit before they get to see the fruits of their labor, right? Most people quit, or they change niches, or they change offers, or they think their product isn't the right thing. And that's because their results are invisible. Now, they're still there. They're in the spiritual world, but they don't wait long enough in order to get their first sales to actually know that their system is working. So you might be posting content, you might be doing all this stuff, but you don't see any physical proof what you're doing actually works until you get someone to actually pay you or give you DMs like this, which I'll mention in a second. But just for us to touch on this in a moment, you're posting content, you're doing everything you can, but you still feel like you're not getting any results. Your results are invisible. What you're doing is you're building an invisible list. Now, sadly, some people build an invisible list of people that will never buy their products. And that's why it's very important to get the right belief shifts, to get the right message across. So you build an invisible list, meaning a list of people that is eventually going to buy from you, but from the right people, okay? So let's get into things. Everything will make sense once you finish this video, I promise. So, if you're not getting messages like this, appreciate your advice, definitely something I need to be doing. Just letting you know that I'm interested in what you do, and I booked a call this Sunday. To be honest, I resonated with your message on why it's important to get to 20K months. It spoke to me like no one on Instagram has to date. Hey bro, thanks for your message, really appreciate it. I've watched several of your YouTube videos and I've been super helpful. I really like your perspective on coaching and your approach to digital business. Very good point. Man, you shift my thought process so easily. You're awesome. Damn, you're the fucking man. I must say your content has really reinforced the notion of building my own business from a value perspective. We're very in line in like how a business should look. If your DMs don't have similar messaging to this, you're doing something wrong. Now let's get into why. So if you're new to my channel, you might not know what this is. And I'll be honest, this isn't really that special. A lot of people within the industry have different names, so they're pretty much the same process. But the way that I build my coaching business is I have traffic, right? And I do that through a simple Instagram ad. So simple Instagram ads and organic content to get the right traffic, to build your audience of qualified followers, to nurture them with content on Instagram and YouTube and stories, build leads in forms of building an email list. And that's what I call my community. I also call it community because I've got a school group, a free school group where I can nurture people further. And that builds that community as well. And then I can monetize in terms of low ticket sales that then turn into conversations to high ticket clients. Or some people just go directly to become a high ticket client, right? But obviously those clients become case studies, and then I leverage that in my ads, and kind of the same thing goes around and around and around, right? To get clients, you have to have conversations with them. To get customers or low ticket sales, by the way, low ticket sales isn't always necessary, but it's something you can do to give people a taste of how you work to then sell them on your high ticket offer. So That's basically the system, but this isn't really the special part of what we're talking about in this video. I've got other videos on my channel that go through this, so if you're interested, go through that. It breaks this down in more detail. But what I'm breaking down is something a bit more simple, but also very hard for people to understand, and I'll tell you why. So you're posting content, you're running ads, so you're doing organic and you're running ads, and you're running them to your Instagram page. Now those Instagram people on your page, those people are populating in terms of profile visits. Now, what does that mean? Profile visits, when you run retargeting ads, and what is a retargeting ad? If you're new to that, I need to also, this is just say RT, not the 3. So retargeting ads are basically when someone visits your profile on Instagram, you can make a custom audience in Meta, which is the ads platform. Let's say for the past 180 days, everyone that visits your Instagram profile, in terms of a profile visit, will get shown certain content that you're pushing their way for them to basically get back in your ecosystem and get further nurtured. Okay? So your ads and your organic are basically building up this invisible list of profile visits, of people that are landing on your profile. And of course, through ads, through your Instagram page, with stories, through retargeting, you're going to get DMs that way. Okay? Now, what does this look like in more depth? This means every piece of content, every organic piece of content, every ad, basically any kind of traffic is building this invisible list of profile visits. Now, you guys might think, okay, cool, Jay, like I understand, like we're building this invisible list, but how is that going to help me make me more money? I'll tell you why. What's happening is if you feed this invisible list with the wrong people, your retargeting ads, or even just your organic content is gonna be fed to people that will never buy. Now let me get this, dial this into your head again. If your traffic, meaning the profile visits, the people that come to your page, are not the right people, your retargeting ads and your organic are not gonna be fed to the right people. Now what does this mean? This means that, let me just break this down here because I don't really have anything else other than those graphics. Let me just change this to black real quick. So what does this mean? This means that all of you guys that think your product is the wrong thing. I have to go a bit slower here. Your product is the wrong thing, or maybe you think your niche is the wrong thing that's stopping you from scaling. Maybe you think your content is wrong. Right? All of these things that you think is wrong, maybe you even think that your sales is wrong, right? Your sales, like you're not a good salesman and that's why you can't close. All of these things, that's not the source of the problem. The source of the problem starts up here. It's the traffic. It's the people that you're building this invisible list with. This invisible list is the people that are being nurtured, that are the profile visits. Those people are going to be shown your retargeting ads, your organic content, the people that you're trying to warm up. But a lot of people are creating this invisible list with the wrong people. And what I mean by that is, I'll give you an example. Okay, so let's say you're a fitness coach and you create a piece of content and it's calling out your exact target audience, exactly who you want to serve. Let's say you want to serve, maybe you have a niche, busy realtors. I don't know, I just came up with that right now. Maybe you're serving realtors who want to get in shape, okay? That's your niche. Or you can take like gamers or busy dads, whatever it might be. Let's say that's your niche though. You're making a piece of content that's perfectly fitting with your perfect fit dream client, someone that you really want to help. Let's say you were a realtor in the past, you got overweight, you solved that problem with a routine, and now you want to help busy realtors do the same. You make this piece of perfect fit dream client content, or what I like to call reality shifting content, right? You're breaking their beliefs, you're telling them that you were once a realtor and that you can get them in shape through your unique way of doing things, right? So let me just kind of reality shift, ad. It can be an ad or it can be just a piece of organic content. Okay? That's what this is. And you feed your profile with maybe some followers, but maybe like the cost per follower is a bit expensive. You're like, okay, this isn't working that well, but it's still working, but it's not as good as you think it may. So what this does is it's building your followers, so people that will potentially buy, and you're also getting profile visits. Now, this is the key thing. Okay, you're getting profile visits. So some people might check your profile, comment, but they might not follow you. Okay, a lot of people are focused just on the followers, but this is the key part that people don't want to admit. So you might be getting followers. Maybe it's a bit expensive, but it's the right followers, and that's what matters. And you're also getting profile visits. Okay. Now, what I guess regular people would do is they're like, okay, this ad is a bit expensive. Maybe I'll just turn it off. Or this piece of content isn't really getting me much return. Let me just turn it off. Now, that's a big mistake because first of all, it's getting you qualified followers and it's getting you profile visits. Now, what does this profile visit mean? It's building your invisible list, meaning if you create more organic content directed to that person, your organic content is going to be pushed to people that saw your content before, right? That's what it does. Even if people don't follow you, it gets recommended to people that might still be interested. You know, when you see content again and again from someone, you don't even follow them, and it's not even a retargeting ad, it's just like, oh, you saw their content before, Instagram thinks you might like this other stuff. Okay? And then, of course, retargeting. If they visit your profile, you can create a custom audience and put content in front of them that they might like. So what does this mean? The building of the profile visits of this invisible list has a compound effect, which means if you post more content that's also directed towards realtors, you're going to nurture that audience. Okay? Even if they don't follow you yet, you're building up that pool of profile visits. Now, what happens if you're posting that type of content and then all of a sudden you maybe make content that isn't really directed towards your perfect fit client? Maybe you're making this realtor content that is getting views, getting some followers, but you're like, fuck it. I want to blow up on social media. I want to get some more views, some more followers. And then you make, let's say, maybe you make a trending video. So it's a video that doesn't really have anything to do with your audience that you want to serve, but it's a trending video that has worked for others that gets a lot of views. Now, don't get me wrong. You can use trends, mix them up with your ICP, with your perfect fit dream client, and make it work with your audience. That's 100% doable. But some people just kind of copy what's trending and it doesn't really fit their ideal client, but they just do it anyway to get more followers and views. What happens is now you're getting views on that video, you're getting followers from that video, and you're flooding your profile visits, your invisible list, right? You're flooding your invisible list with the people that won't buy your product. And that's where most people mess up. They're filling up this invisible list constantly with people that will never buy from them. And this like, you might not think that's so bad at first, but it has a bad compounding effect because then you're making organic content that gets shown to the wrong people. Your retargeting ads get shown to the wrong people. And this makes it hard to warm your audience up because instead of your retargeting ads only going to people that are perfect fit dream clients, your retargeting ads, maybe 10% go to your dream clients and then 90% go to people that will never buy from you. Okay? But the main thing I want you to take from this video, just to summarize this whole video, but I had to give you a broader picture so you understand why to do perfect fit dream client reality shifting content, is you need to attract the right people. Not just anyone, the right people. There's levels to the game. To make your first 10 to 20K month, you need to focus on your perfect fit dream client and only make content for them and sell pretty much one offer. If you are basically making good money and you want to scale and you want to grow and you want to maybe broaden out your audience a bit, sure, make broader audience, sell a lower ticket offer, change it up, grow massively, do that trending stuff. But most of us want to make 10 to 20K a month, have no stress, have a reality, build your own reality with your business. And for that, excuse me, guys, for that, you just have to build up the audience with the right people, have an offer that's compelling, have good results, and scale that way. And for that, you need to make content that only relates to your perfect fit dream client to build up this invisible list of the right profile visits for your organic to visit the right people and for your retargeting ads to visit the right people. I hope this was valuable, guys. I don't want to kind of go on too much of a rant here, but it's so important to get your message right and to not get too giddy and constantly change, content styles. Just make content for the people that you can help. Run ads for predictability, cold, and run simple ads for retargeting, and keep on making content that can help your perfect fit dream client. And that's how you can build a business where you don't have a huge following, but you're crushing it with your business. From the outside, you might have a few thousand followers and people be like, okay, this guy's kind of small. But in reality, you're crushing it. You're doing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 plus K a month because you've got this system dialed in where you're only attracting people that are perfect fits. So I hope this video helped you guys a lot. If you want to join Reality Creators, which is my consulting program, helping you get to 20K a month, then just DM me the word one on Instagram and I'll send you the details to book a one-on-one call with me. And I'll even give you a secret gift for taking action. Other than that, guys, build your reality. Peace.